I've seen monitors for sale. I've been looking at Facebook Marketplace. I saw one for like $25, and I almost went to buy it. But the problem was when I talked to the guy, he's like, "Yeah, I can meet you on the other side of town, 40 minutes from where you are," and it's also another 40 minutes back. So, you know, I can't. I don't drive because I never got an opportunity to actually learn how and get my license for a while there. And I technically might
Ah,
now, but work is ringing me out. Uh, so I have to rely on a ride situation. So I also run into many issues where it's like, oh, I have the time to go here, I have the motivation to go here. I do not have a way to convince somebody else to drive me there. And I don't own a car. And the moment I have to spend $27 to $40 on an Uber to get there, I am no longer interested because
oof,
fucking
that's a
Christ.
Uber's getting expensive.
Yeah,
Damn.
I remember it was like, so my job is like 20 minutes away from where I live. Uh, one early morning, my ride situation was out, so I'm like, okay, I'll hire an Uber. $42.
Ooh.
Not happening.
And apparently the drivers are still not even making a living wage.
Yeah, exactly.
That, that shit is brutal.
Yeah. And Uber isn't spending any more money on their upkeep or anything like that. They're just saying, like, and we want more. That's all.
Oh yeah.
Because what's happening is there's like this stupid culture in corporate America of like, you have to make more money this quarter than you did last quarter, or all of your investors will lose interest. Like, nobody is patient ever. And like shit like that. So it just sort of leads to problems like this where rampant inflation happens because everyone's just going for the short term, like more money now thing just to keep their shareholders going. And also it's like advertising to your like contract holders because let's say Uber needs like some sort of program that lets them sort through possible candidates. They won't write that program themselves or hire an IT department. They'll enter a contract with a tech agency that wrote a program, and now they are like paying that tech agency. But the tech agency might just say like, "You're not making enough money for us. We're pulling our contract when it's time to renew it. Screw you." So now you also have to keep the various tech agencies and shit that you're in contract with interested. Like I know at like Ingles they have like the Boar's Head thing going on, and Starbucks. If Ingles doesn't pull in enough money to those things for them to be interested, even if they're making the money, even if there's a profit going to those companies, if they're not interested, they could just say like, okay, the 3-year contract is up, we're pulling out. They could just do that. And now Ingles either has
Uh,
to shut down the deli and Starbucks or front the cash to open their own deli and coffee shop, which, to be fair, Ingles has its own deli products, so. But I don't know if they own the slicers or anything like that, so that's another issue. And we'll have to get like new aprons and all that. I know we have like Chopsticks Kitchen, which is some of the worst Chinese food I've ever eaten in my life, and I will never get it again because horror. Horrible.
okay, yeah, Comicals, I guess Discord just entirely failed and he's trying to come back.
Yeah.
Hey, William.
Yes.
Did I forgot to ask if you did, but did you watch the um Husband Hotel?
I have not.
Can I convince you to do so in the future?
Probably. I've been meaning to. I just haven't for some reason. I've been meaning to watch
Well, the good news, William.
Hell of a Boss as well.
Well, the good news is, William, the pacing in it works in just such a way in Has Been Hotel to where, yeah, there's like 4 hours of episodes. You won't realize it.
Yeah, fuck, man. We didn't realize how long the episode was.
I'm like, oh,
We were
Payday,
just.
that was a good first episode. Freaky, we're on episode 5. What?
Yeah, like, he's like, oh, like, it was probably episode, like, 1. I'm like, we're on episode 5, my dude.
So yeah, the pacing works very well. It's like early Hero Academia and its pacing. Because if any of you guys remember, Hero Academia had this interesting pacing where it's like, oh, it's been 5 episodes.
Yeah, I would know. I actually have the first season. I actually have the autograph of the voice actor who did 13. The
English?
puffball one.
Yeah, the
English.
Okay.
the
I
spacesuit.
still
Space
remember
astronaut.
she fucking made me late for the panel I wanted to go to, but whatever.
Conventions. I don't go to those.
I want to, but
I do
I
not.
want to go this year.
I would
Now
not.
that I have adult money.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, comical.
Hello.
I don't know what happened with Discord there.
Don't know. Uh, are you ning over there?
I'm just humming pumped up kicks, yeah.
All the other kids with their pumped up kicks. Yep. Man, YouTube and its over excessive like censoring for ad revenue, creating new curse words. Remember, children,
I,
you can't say suicide. That's a naughty word. Under any circumstance.
Can't say kill either.
Yeah, it's can't say weapon.
If you that anyways. Be right back.
Yeah, it makes it really hard to watch things like Red Thread, which is a not Red Thread, yeah, Red Thread and like the Lore Lodge and things like that, which are like historical and investigative channels talking about like crime cases and missing persons cases and things like that, and cult followings. It's like it's educational. It's all pure educational television at its finest. Just having to censor like key elements of the investigation because YouTube. And the thing is, like, some of these don't even have ads on them. It's just a matter of YouTube will like ban your account or something if you say it too much. Which, ugh. The worst part is, like, some people are saying, like, oh, we're dancing around the easy answer of how about we just have a paid video platform, well, you see, they'll get greedy and start doing all this shit and running ads even though it's paid. So you'll be paying like $12 a month to watch ads and to be gagged so that the ad revenue flows. Anyway, you might have a good 8 years of things being... Well, not even 8 years, 4 years of things being okay, then the other 4 spent slowly degrading into a shitstorm state. So, no, let's skip that whole part where we have to learn that lesson and just go straight to, fucker, you need to get used to having less money. Or else we're just gonna have to start getting used to the cycle of letting platforms die and be replaced. And just, initiate a stigma of, okay guys, this platform is getting to be annoying, let's all leave. Just uniformly. Is that just the common sentiment? Because the moment
Alright,
we
I'm back.
institute that is the moment we motivate all these corporations to actually do their fucking jobs. Sorry, I was talking about how we need to create throwaway culture for, like, websites and corporations so that they're actually motivated to do their jobs. You throw away your smartphone every 4 or 5 years. Learn to throw away a website.
Some people throw away their smartphone every 1 year.
Yeah, exactly. Learn to throw a website away. Me and a few other people, we can give up Twitter when it gets too scummy, but the problem is Twitter still has millions of other followers because none of you other assholes want to get off your ass and do anything. And then they just
That's
get
probably
away
gonna
with it.
change. I don't know if that's still a thing now that you have to pay to be on it.
I don't know and I don't care, I'm not going back.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I broke the habit, and I'm not fucking going back. I'm not doing meth again, William. What's wrong with you? I still have most of my teeth. I don't want to lose those.
Comical, you good?
Yeah.
Last time on Archon, we destroyed the fucking timeline.
Who else knows what the fuck we changed?
Yeah, I'm very concerned about that, actually. Yeah, it's, last time, we finished skulking around in the past and convincing the people of the past that, yeah, we're from the future and everything shit went way too fucking easy. I'm somewhat convinced. I want to say it was all an illusion from Union, and that Union is in fact not gone and is still fucking with us to this very moment. I don't want to believe any of it. This is the dream. We're currently all asleep and experience time dilation. We're just passed out in the ruin somewhere, and we're gonna be for the next like 8 hours real time, but it's gonna be like years for us in the dream. I can feel it coming. It's gonna happen. We're in the dead zone, guys.
And people wonder why, you wonder why we call you a conspiracy theorist.
Matrix theory. We're in the Matrix, guys. None of this is real. It's only been 5 minutes. It's been 30 years. No, 5 minutes. But, we quote-unquote returned from our little bizarre adventure with the blood of the sea, rather conspicuously. And we surprised some dwarven archaeologist, possibly? Just somebody dressed in, like, traveling clothes who has a lot of papers. That's a dwarf just walking around down there in a much less destroyed version of the ruin. Or even just more cleaned up version of the previously destroyed ruin, implying that we have in fact changed the timeline, which is not good. Really fucking not good. Butterfly effect is gonna be a nightmare. but hopefully the erasure of any identifying marks will help.
Also, let's just hope we didn't unalive someone we liked or something.
They wouldn't be unalived if they never existed in the first place, Payday. Hate.
If a bear shit in the woods, if we didn't alive somebody.
Is
Sorry.
killing. Do you kill someone if that person never existed?
Exactly. If you go back
When a
in
tree
time,
falls, but there's no one around to heal it, did a tree ever fall?
if you go
That
back,
reminds me of South Park. How do you kill that which has no life?
Ooh, god damn.
So World of Warcraft players are free game.
Does this unit have a soul?
The answer is no. I think that's as far as we got, really.
Yeah, because we came back and then we were worried about, like, because there's people around us, like, what the fuck? And we were like, oh, well, that's not good.
Yeah.
I just wanted my chest.
And Ghosts not being here is incredibly annoying. Because these events directly correlate to Flush. And we haven't gotten to question him on what he was doing when we didn't see him, and...
Let's see. I wonder if Nick or Hex would like to join this game, because
I think Hex would like to, but can't due to time constraints. But we could ask.
Yeah.
Could
No
always
harm in
ask.
asking.
I don't know how much the time difference is for him in New Zealand because I'm not familiar with it.
I know one guy, but he's not able to be up at 2 in the morning, so... or 1 in the morning.
let's see. It is 1:55 where I am, so for Hex it would be 7:55 p.m. on a Sunday.
I know people who play D&D, but I don't trust them to this group.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Okay.
No, not our group's the problem. They would be the problem.
Yeah, fair enough, I suppose.
Either flaky or psychos.
Psychos.
I see.
Like, he's chill, and they're all chill, but I don't want the friend group to implode.
Fair enough.
I'll let you guys insert time to them, and I love you guys more, and by a lot.
Ha ha ha. It's good to be the favorite.
Yes.
I don't know how I ever pulled it off, but it's good to be the favorite.
No, I'd say you guys, as in the collective of this group.
I know.
But it is you, Fricky.
I know what I said.
Because we spend the most time together.
Exactly.
Because we spend the most time together.
Exactly, damn it.
And William, because he's the best DM.
Yes. Yeah, I really... So I'm at...
Comical, you're great too.
I'm at the...
Like I said, it's the whole group. But it's these two. And mostly because time constraints too, given that we're closer in time intervals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As it stands, I've got the lifestyle and the energy. I just need to work out the scheduling, and Freaky can start DMing again soon, by the way.
Nice.
I just need to...
Neat.
I just need to, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I need to get a more regular schedule because some days I go to work at 1:30, some days I go at 9 a.m. Just isn't good. Isn't a good idea.
Oh yeah, they've been cross training everyone at work, or they're trying to. So yeah, like the last several, I think the last couple of weeks and next week, I have the PM shift on Thursdays.
Yeah.
So I work from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Here's what you do. You all gather up and you say, okay guys, you want us cross-trained? Then we're now worth more as workers. We want raises, all of us.
We did. I got nearly $1 raise.
Oh, neat. Good. Carry on.
And I'm also gonna probably get a raise for the year, because yeah, they just gave us letters that was like, hey, we took a look at industry standards, and yeah, here's a raise, and like nearly everyone I talked to got nearly $1 raise, and we also get raises like once a year, and that was independent of the yearly raise.
Interesting.
So that's pretty good. So yeah, I might make like upwards of $20 a year soon, or $20 an hour this year.
$20 a year.
$20 an hour this year.
Living my life, $20 a year.
That's some MLM money right there. Pyramid scheme money.
Guys, I living paycheck to paycheck.
William, what the fuck is this picture you posted in my sipping corner? Because the person giving the babies the wanderer immediately.
Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
And that's my only offending thing in this photo.
I think it's like so. It's is it supposed to be?
I don't understand it either. I just find it funny.
I understand it completely, which is why it cracks me up. But I'm more offended about who's in the bed than I am about the selection of waifus.
I've no fucking clue what's going on because I do not play Syntax.
It's basically this waifu or this waifu, this new waifu. That's my boy.
Their mother.
I guess. Yeah.
Which one of these two sisters do you like? I want their mother. That's my boy.
That's my boy.
But yeah, the person in the bed is basically the equivalent of a sentient mannequin.
Okay.
A male sentient mannequin.
Well, yeah, he is still sentient mannequin.
It's like that. But it's just upward inflection East Lyson.
But I knew this was the Wanderer, not because the hair is longer than the Wanderer's. It was that weird bell thing on his neck that he has. Yeah. I knew immediately it was him.
That's his Discord kitten collar.
People call him that too.
I know, that's why I said it. Because I know the memes.
Discord kitten. I don't know why that's so funny.
I think the most I've ever seen people name him was Baby Girl.
Of course. Now I'm thinking of. I've been watching, looking at Signalis memes, and they call the two girls the Sesbians. Now, the first time I saw that, I was like, oh, space lesbians. No, it's because there's just a meme that says Sesbian Lex.
Oh, God.
And that's the whole reason behind it. I'm like, that's less fun. It's non sequitur.
I just called him Asmodeus.
Of course.
Amadeus. I know you said Asmodeus, but I'm saying Amadeus.
Yeah.
You gotta name him Gary Oak. There you go.
Now I'm just thinking about one of the comics where
That's right,
it's like the
douche.
beginning of the game. It's the beginning of the game from like their perspective of like the anime, and it's like, are you a boy or a girl? I'm a boy. Oh, good, yes. And this is my grandson. What was his name again? What? Are you serious? Yes, what was his name again?
I'm
No,
old.
Granddad. I thought we had more time. I thought we had more time. Dick butt. What? Yeah, his name is Dick Butt. Ah, yes, my grandson Dick Butt. No.
I thought you were referencing Super Effective for a moment there, not yeah. Who here remembers Super Effective by Scott Ransomar on the VG Cats website?
The video game cats. I remember them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I freaking love
I
those two.
slightly remember them.
It's super Effective is still good. It's such a good Pokemon parody. I think the last one we ever saw was just a little silly side gag of Green just running a lawnmower through the tall grass and there being gore spewing out of it.
Oh, jeez.
XP! Okay,
Oh, that's fun.
you just get the magic carp, you let out the ball, you just throw it on the ground flopping, you hold it still, watch, and then you just run the lawnmower through the tall grass until it evolves.
I mean, that's literally grinding.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Jesus. I need to get back into back to playing Moon. I haven't played that in like almost a year.
I'm playing Pokemon X, and I really like it. Man, that game is French.
Hon Hon Wee Wee.
Hold on, oui, I am the Frenchest baguette.
I am the Frenchest of backend.
Oh, I am the Frenchiest fry. Hold on. I am the Frenchiest fry. I need to remember to keep Fortune's accent thinner because she's been losing it over the course of the campaign, and she's supposed to be. It's lessening.
By the way, Payday, I've been doing the Lantern Right thing, and Mountain Carver and Cloud Shaper trying desperately not to let Cloud Retainer know that they were fucking around with a kite, and it landed on her property, so that they wouldn't lose access to like the food she makes is hilarious.
I've not done anything for the Lantern right yet.
But
I do know that they literally
their designs are
disguise
terrible.
themselves. That's the point. They're designed as NPCs so that they don't get noticed.
Oh man,
Well,
one of them has
like
early
your-
2000s flame boots.
Blend in. You'll never know.
Yeah, literally, they're trying to blend in so she doesn't know they're there by literally looking like NPCs.
You know, I'm that guy who likes the librarian look and NPC designs.
No, I mean, this is generic. Literally every character NPC
Exactly.
design.
Exactly. Payday, do you not remember that the only time I was interested in a design from Gotcha Impact, it was of some random NPCs? I was like, Payday, turn around. Okay, stand right there. Okay, hold it there. Give me a second.
Oh yeah. And then you took a snapshot for inspiration.
For the reference folder.
Which country were they in?
I don't remember. I don't even know the countries.
I don't remember it either. Around so long
It was
ago.
vaguely Avatar: The Last Airbender looking fashion, so I don't know.
So probably Sumeru.
No. Clothes were
I
brown.
think so.
If it was brown, then it was probably Sumeru.
Well, no, because green is usually Sumeru. I think you're meaning
It might have been Leeway. But yeah, the Fontaine outfits are really good. I really like the Fontaine outfits.
Or aren't they supposed to be like...
And
Marie Antoinette era France, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Very French.
Yeah. The Baguette era.
They're not. They're not Japan. Mondstadt's not Germany. Even though I don't really see it, but it's supposed to be. Leeway is not China, which it's totally China.
It's probably that one.
Yeah.
Then you got not Japan, and then you got not Egypt. I think is one of them.
It's more Middle East, like I'd say like more of India for Sumer.
Mm.
Yeah. You know, it's like
But
D&D.
the
Like
desert
a
felt
mix,
like
yeah, a mixture of like yeah, like a mixture of Egypt and for the desert portion and India for like the more rainforesty portions.
Yeah.
because we're going to be getting the country of war and that
America.
one.
You know, it's America.
Spain and Russia.
Yeah. You know, it's an interesting thought. That I just lost. God fucking damn it, come back. Oh. It's gone. Never mind.
Have any of you watched the Mario movie?
Yes. Toys.
No, I don't. I haven't been to the movie theaters for a long time.
I watched it recently on Netflix with my dad, and I had a thought at the end of the movie where it's like, oh yeah, they're in New York, they got the Power Star, so they're just wrecking shit. And my thought is, when did Luigi learn to do this? Because you see Mario go through like a training montage
Luigi was just
where he
better.
learns how the power ups work, where he learns like goes through an obstacle course, learns he can like he has enhanced strength, can jump and do all that stuff. Luigi's been in a cage the entire movie over lava. How did he learn how to do these things?
Luigi was just always superior.
Well,
You
actually,
learn how to
in the
do the
very
Mario.
no. Here's the thing: in the very beginning of the movie, they show how Mario is actually superior than Luigi at like platforming and doing all that shit. Like literally, he's running through a construction site doing all these flips and kicks, and setting down the easier path that Luigi just kind of stumbles through.
Nah, I think Luigi just doesn't try very hard, or is trying not to hurt his brother's fragile ego. Luigi was just always better.
There's also another one where it's like, they made a commercial in the beginning because they're in Brooklyn, and it's like, the Mario Brothers are here to save Brooklyn. And then at the end of the movie, there is like a broken television where it's like, Mario Brothers, save Brooklyn, save Brooklyn. Mario Brothers are here to save Brooklyn. And I'm just like, that's not a recording, that's a commercial. Why would it do that?
Uh-huh.
I assumed it was the TV.
Maybe, but like that, then it would not do anything because like the commercial's not coming from the TV; it's coming from the broadcaster.
Yeah.
The
That
TV
is
just
fair.
shows it.
That is fair, but I will also raise you the thing that it's an oversight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just somebody wrote into the script, and the television is skipping and repeating and glitching. And the
I did absolutely love the fact that during the fight with Donkey Kong, he got the cat bell. It was hilarious.
Okay, Mario.
He's like, "Oh my god, I'm a cat."
You gotta
Oh my
fight
God, I'm
Donkey
a
Kong
cat.
in a fursuit. Go.
And he was like just zipping around like the little arena they had. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Drawing a car is pretty damn hard.
Joining what?
Joining a cult?
Drawing a car. Drawing a car.
Oh yeah, it can be. I know Akira Toriyama's favorite thing to draw is cars. And just vehicles.
Yeah, I've noticed there's a lot of weird vehicles in Dragon Ball a lot of times.
It's because he loves designing them.
Yeah.
You know, just as Dark Souls has the calling card of hyper-defined feet on characters, the Toriyama works have really defined and unique vehicle designs. Or, Toriyama works.
I think it also helps since there's also, there's aliens.
Yeah.
And it goes very futuristic.
Yeah.
So he has a lot of reasons to make them go very, very weird.
Yeah. The moment I learned that Dragon Ball was dying in Dragon Ball Super was when it finally completely dawned on me that Dragon Ball's retro, 80s retro future aesthetic was gone. Because if you look at, humanity and people's interactions and the times when they go to cities and stuff in Dragon Ball Super, you notice it's either a lot closer to modern day or near the 2010s. With, smartphones and things popping up. And that's when I realized it's dead. The 80s retro future aesthetic is not there. The characters
Stop, it's already dead.
Yeah, all the character arcs have kind of been undone, and all the lessons they learn just aren't there anymore. And that's also when I learned Super is inferior to GT.
When's the last time that you see a dinosaur?
In Dragon Ball? In Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Or, I think, maybe in the Tournament of Power during one of 17's flashbacks, because I think his island has some.
My sarcastic ass was gonna say in the museum.
In the museum.
Oh, you were asking the museum.
Yeah, and you know what? I would not fault you for that, Payday. That's fair enough.
Remember when
I didn't know you were still talking about TVC. I thought you were legit asking him the last time he looked at an image. I'm sorry, go on.
Just that's when I fully realized it's gone. It's over. This is just content. This is not Dragon Ball. This is paint. Yeah. That was the moment when it was finalized in my head that this is paint. This is Dragon Ball paint on something else. Yeah,
that just makes me think of I was gonna say that makes me think of my argument that Superman should have never gotten out of the 60s, where it's should Dragon Ball have ever gone past Dragon Ball?
Superman should never have left the 2000s, because we had some really good Superman in the 2000s. Because that's when Justice League and Justice League Unlimited and all that happened. And a lot of the earlier animated movies. There was a lot of good Superman in that time, where it was less about does he have the power and more about can he do what needs to be done within his moral code and things like that.
A lot of people talk about the world of cardboard speech he does in when he first meets Darkseid in the animated series.
Yeah.
And how good it is. I think that it's hilarious because he makes that speech and then he immediately gets one shot.
Yeah,
it's completely and utterly undercut by the fact that he gets shot and just goes down for the rest of the movie.
Yep.
Or series or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it does not help.
It is the most unearned, smug
villain victory.
No, him talking like that is completely undeserved with that. He's just like, I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to break anyone. But you can take it.
Well, the thing is, with all the rest of framing of Superman across the rest of the series and media, it is earned. That is supposed to be his problem. It's just whoever wrote that part didn't quite seem to catch on to the fact that, oh, maybe having Superman lose right after this is a bad idea. That's definitely a fault in that series. But
like I think there are scenarios in which I might be Superman, and those scenarios are the scenarios in which he was created, because Superman's story is not a superhero story. He is a superhero, yeah, in a story, yes, but Superman's story is not a superhero story. It is a story of an immigrant trying to fit into his new society, and everyone fucking forgets that fact. But it's like, no, let's have Superman be beaten in a fight once, and then he somehow develops the power that he needs the second time, and he immediately wins the fight, and it's fucking boring.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Superman so much.
And that's, like... So, Superman losing the fight after the World of Cardboard... Sorry, I was a bit too vague last time. After the World of Cardboard speech, that's not the problem. It's the way he lost the fight, him just getting bitch slapped down. Okay, when you do that, not only have you set the stakes of the villain way too high, you've blown your entire load right there in that. You've also ruined that perfectly good speech for a character that doesn't always get good moments due to the fact that they can't use him that often in the first place. And it goes into like the idea of like the narrative jumping the shark. You blew your entire load. You went too big too soon. Which again, back to Dragon Ball Super, the Tournament of Power is an example of jumping the shark.
The Tournament of Power is nothing more than the natural endpoint of Dragon Ball's overarching problem, where every single problem has to be exponential. Where it's like, oh my god, you know that last guy? He ain't shit. This new guy though. Oh no. This guy's a bitch. The next guy.
And that's what I was getting into.
At some point, just the numbers is just like, all right, what's the number? All right, what's the other number? All right, that guy wins.
But and that's what I was getting into. They blew their entire load because with Tournament of Power, it's like, okay, all of the most powerful fighters in all of the universes, in all of creation.
6 of them, I think.
Yeah, well, not all but 2, sorry. All but 2 of the universes in creation.
Was it only 2 of them left out of the tournament? I thought it was like 4.
There was 2 of them.
Okay. Okay. It was the Fox one and... Which one?
No, it wasn't the furry dimension. It was like the one the clown guy's from, and... Well, wait.
No, the clown guy, he's the one where
Jiren's. Yeah, never mind. But back to what I was saying, the problem is you blew your entire load when you did that.
Yeah.
Because, yes, you can have those other 2 universes pose fighters that are stronger than Jiren and everyone else in Tournament of Power, but you've wasted that spectacle of the grand tournament between all of the universes of the multiverse with all the greatest fighters. And that's another thing. The greatest tacticians, because the universe of the Tournament of Power, they were pointing out that, like, yeah, it's not just who's the strongest, it is who has the best plan, because they've put total annihilation on the table for everyone there. So no one there is in it just for the fun, no one there is in it to play around, no one there is supposed to be holding back or messing around, which will go into the whole tonal whiplash of the actual tournament itself and everyone fucking around. After the fact.
Yeah, there's a bit in there where it's like, oh yeah, these 3 characters are transforming, and then 17 shoots them in the middle of their transformation.
Yeah.
And everyone from every universe starts yelling at him, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it's like,
Let them transform.
no. Annihilation on the table, fuckers. No. Exactly. Now,
And then there's like the insane tone of like the second universe, like the Egyptian goddess one, where it's like, oh yeah,
the
we're
Magical
all
Girl
being
universe.
destroyed. We're all being destroyed. We love you, everybody. Let's all make heart symbols with our hands as we are erased from existence.
Well, it's supposed to be the Magical Girl universe, so yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Thank God it was destroyed. Thanks, Xeno. But yeah, there was also the idea of, like, you have to put on a good show for Xeno there. And maybe that's why they were all yelling at him. But the thing is, like, you can put on a good show without just standing around and letting them transform. But then it goes into the idea of, like, Xeno's supposed to be a small child. And that goes into a meta-narrative issue of Dragon Ball Super was not made for the existing Dragon Ball fan base. It was made for, like, I think it's like 6 to 10-year-olds is the idea. But the biggest issue with that is that's not what Dragon Ball is like at all. Like, it was originally meant for, like, tweens and things back in the day, but the problem is the standard for what's considered acceptable has changed. You can see it across all sorts of animes, where, like, censorship and making things more infantilized and such for younger audiences is happening more, and more aggressively. But that's not what the IP of Dragon Ball is. And those children don't have the money. Their parents do, but their parents grew up watching Dragon Ball and are going to be outraged at the fucking mess that Super is. So you've alienated your old fan base that are the parents of your desired new fan base. So now you have a fan base that is exclusively watching your content and collecting your content out of pure spectacle and begging, but has no money themselves, and are being told no more often because there's now a moral disagreement for your content from the people who do have the money because they are the group you alienated. It's like, okay.
Anyways, yeah,
great.
we should probably go ahead and get started as soon as Comical comes back.
My point is, don't screw over your old fan base if that old fan base is supposed to be the source of the money for your new fan base. It doesn't work. And the only reason Dragon Ball Super did even somewhat well is because it was the next thing after a long, long wait. And as you could see with the fall of the Dragon Ball manga and the kind of quiet reception of the new series, like Daima or whatever it's called, the fandom is starting to realize it's just a shambling corpse. It's
You want to know something funny?
What?
Dragon Ball Super was inspired by Dragon Ball Evolution.
I think I heard about that, yeah.
Toriyama saw Evolution and thought it was so horrific, and he's like, no, I'm not going to let this be the last impression that anyone gets of Dragon. So he just started writing Super.
Yeah. And the thing is, if it was just Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, that would be fine. If they had only done movies, if we'd gotten Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, and then, like, one more movie for, like, the Tournament of Power, and then Broly, and just gotten that as movies, that would have been perfectly fine, and I think Super would have been a lot better received if we had just gotten... Oh yeah, and a Zamasu movie, yeah, so... so... Return of the Time Breaker...
Don't shoot him, he's not black!
Yeah, exactly. This man isn't black, don't shoot. Which, the Zamasu arc was probably the best arc in Super, in my opinion. Not because it was particularly well executed or anything, but because it actually had a proper Dragon Ball premise that actually followed what the fuck happened in Dragon Ball and the recompense for the meddling of these mortal beings in the realm of gods and the time traveling that Trunks was doing.
It's also like the single dumbest that Goku gets in the entire series.
Yeah. I would have liked the arc a lot better if Goku had just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, because like they hop back and forth in time like 6 times until Zamasu gets pissed and he's like, all right, shutting that shit down, and just blows up the time machine. And then Bulma just has another time machine capsule,
which very Bulma.
And then it's like,
she would make a contingency.
And then but then it's like, oh, we're going to seal Zamasu away using the pot technique, and then it's like, oh wait, where's the tag? Or it's like, oh, here's the pot. It's been destroyed because Zamasu destroyed the thing. All right, we have to fight him until Bulma fixes the pot so we can seal him away. All right, the pot is fixed. Where's the seal that we put on it to keep him in? Oh, I forgot that at Roshi's place. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how there's only 2 objects that we require to pull this off our entire plan? Yeah, I just didn't bring one of them.
Yeah, exactly. And
what do we do now? Issue. Oh, we just fight him.
Yeah, and that's a big issue with the Zamasu arc. There's 2 places where it's a huge issue. There's the Potara retcon, which was an unnecessary robbing of actually good filler content between arcs, because instead of Jelly Vegeta, we could have gotten, or not Jelly Vegeta, instead of the trying to fix King Kai's planet, but everyone needs the wishes for sick babies and gifts for Android 18, which is a fucking stupid episode that I wish never existed. We could have instead gotten Vegito antics just trying to exist while they gather the Dragon Balls and wait for them to finish up. Wouldn't it be nice if we just got a day or 2 of Vegito trying to exist in day-to-day life as a filler episode while the Dragon Balls are gathered? I think that would have been a lot better than Pan's sick. You gotta use the Dragon Balls. It's because you're Saiyan blood. It's gotta be. Meh. And I gotta get a gift for Krillin. Fuck all of you.
The thing I thought was weird was like when they fused to become Vegeta or Gogeta or whatever. Fuck, I don't care. I don't care. It's like, oh yeah, we should fuse for about an hour because that's how long we fused last time, and because we're not Kai, this isn't permanent. And then they just almost immediately unfuse because, oh yeah, there's a time limit based on power. What?
Yeah, makes no sense. Potara was supposed to be. It doesn't have that. That's the fusion dances limitation. So they should have just used the fusion dance there. If they wanted to have that limitation, everything would have been fine. But no, they're like, we gotta use the Potara earrings, but we also gotta retcon them so that they're not permanent anymore. Even though they could easily just use Wish in the filler episode that happens right after. And we know Zamasu fights dirty, so we could have just had Vegito be injured to give Trunks the moment that they were gonna do. There was literally no reason to retcon Potara. You could easily have bullshit. Literally anything else could have been bullshit to get Vegito out of that fight, or just literally have Zamasu do one more jump in power, or just use his thing where he gets all like gross just a little earlier, after he gets all gross, when Vegito fucks him up, he fucks up Vegito, and then Trunks has to do the thing. Now, granted, the thing Trunks does is stupid, and I wish it didn't exist, but I'm trying to talk about how you could make the same events take place without the Potara retcon.
Do you mean the sword?
the rage ability. The spirit sword is fine, but like the new transformation was pointless and just isn't any good, like at all. It just is ew. It didn't matter. It was nothing. It wouldn't even sell new figures that well, so they didn't even get their commercialism game done well. Because it's just the same thing with a different aura and white eyes. Which I guess you could make a figure of, sure. You also could have made the Spirit Sword Trunks figure without the new transformation. And it would have worked. Is Comical back yet?
Let's see. No, it's weird.
It's both.
I hope he's alright.
I do too. I think it's his internet. But,
yeah. His Discord just keeps dying on him.
Yeah. The Zamasu arc is both, in my opinion, the best arc of Super and the worst. The best in the sense that it actually fits into the universe and the timeline and everything that happened, and like... Fuck is that sound?
What sound?
I don't know. I don't know what that was. But, it almost sounded like a cat growling, but it was like really loud and vibrated the whole house slightly. But, anyway, the Zamasu timeline actually, like, does world building. It extrapolates on the Kais a bit more. It shows the after effects of Trunks meddling. It shows just things from the existing story of Dragon Ball carrying through and loose ends being tied. It's actually good for that reason. Narratively speaking, its execution isn't.
Fair enough.
There's also the idea of, like, Goku Black, and that whole thing is pointless. Like, the starting one where it's like, who is this? Who is this new enemy? Oh, it's why he stole Goku's body. Like, there's not much need for any of that, because Zamasu on his own was already stronger than everyone from Trunks' timeline and future. Like he was already Buu Saga strength, and Trunks circumvented the Buu Saga by waking up Buu early and then fighting him when he was, like, super weak. Like, he went way ahead of time and stopped Babidi from gathering energy, so the Buu that awoke was just much, much weaker. Vaporized Dabura on the spot. So, Trunks would not be that much more powerful than Buu Saga stuff, or even on par with Buu Saga stuff. He'd probably be in between Buu and Cell Saga levels of power. So they could have just had Zamasu himself go back in time and skip the whole whodunit mystery that went nowhere and was very short and revealed to the audience instantaneously, invalidating the entire thing. And just skip straight to, he gets confronted, nobody can prove anything. It could have been another Kai, because maybe Trunks didn't get a good look. And then, realizing his plan is about to fuck up, he steals Goku's body with his time travel bullshit. And then they have Rose and all that shit from there. Like, there was no need for the opening whodunit.
There is a trend that I've seen with movies in Japan, which is they don't give a shit. Like, they will show trailers of, like, the most interesting thing, because
Yeah.
like because like the number one thing I can think about is the Slug movie, like
Yeah.
where it's Yes, the fact that Slug is an Namekian was supposed to be a like a plot twist.
Yeah, big reveal.
Yeah, but it very much was not,
Yeah,
because they just showed that shit like directly in the trailer.
yeah. Like, American trailers usually focus more on, like, introducing the basic idea of what characters are going to be like, dealing with in the plot. So an American version of the Lord Slug movie trailer would be, it just shows Slug in his like robes and his men talking to him. And it's like, oh, and we found where the Dragon Balls are. Earth, they call it. And then just the hooded figure just silently gives a gesture, and they all start moving in, and it's just like some flashes of Piccolo saying, I sense it, something is coming. What is it? I don't know, but it's dark. And coming this summer, comes on the newest Dragon Ball action, and it plays part of, I think it was Stupefy was in that movie. As it shows just like somebody, it just does like the final sting from Stupefy, which again I think was in the movie, and it just shows like one of the scenes where somebody's on the down foot, just on the ground, like, oh, what the fuck just happened to me? And then it just like cuts to the coming out this summer in July at the very end kind of deal. Like that would be a more American version of it, as opposed to the Japanese one where it's like, Lord Slug, the finest of the Namekians, has come to destroy you. Well then, now we know.
But yes, so Comical, you good? Can you hear us? Comical?
Cool.
Hello?
Ah, very good.
Okay, there we go.
Mr.
And
Comic
still
Con.
very much lagging.
Oh no.
That's not good.
Like my voice channels are not like going green as you're talking, and my scrolling is also very slow. But that's alright. At least you can still hear me, and I can still hear you.
Oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
internet's fighting it.
Alright. Beep.
You.
Alrighty then.
Alright. Oh, damn. Place is big. Where the fuck are we?
You are in the top right.
Yep. Let's see, setting this up. Alright. So we appear back. Nigel or Damien, one of us has a chest full of blood with a body in it. Because reasons. And there was a dwarven archaeologist. I can say words, I promise. Wondering who the fuck we are and how we got here. Where's my trail mix?
Where's my travel mix?
Yeah, I got like 2 bags of it. One's the salty sweet mix, the other one's the omega-3 mix. And man, I haven't been getting my omegas. I feel a lot better. Also, it's full of delicious nuts.
But yes, so you guys are now in this temple. What do you want to do?
Well, we're currently... You had like an NPC that was trying to talk to us.
Yeah, he just looked surprised. He's like, oh shit, hello. What, where did you all come from?
Where did you come from? This is different. This is different, right? I'm not losing it, right? Everyone?
The guy looks
No,
around.
this is
Looks different to me.
different.
Yeah.
I mean, we've never been in this part of the place before, so I don't know.
We were in it in the past. But,
Damien, the fact that there's people here now, that's different.
You do see the hole that was blown in the wall still there.
yeah.
Interestingly enough.
But the fact that
Does
there's
it?
people here now.
Yeah.
I'm terribly sorry. We don't really know where we are. There's been a bit...
Oh, Jesus. Comical.
Here we go.
What was that?
Your phone?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? What's up?
What was that?
I think he's on the phone.
Piano?
I didn't have it till...
Okay. So,
Hello? Huh.
I'm sorry.
I think Comical's Discord is just having a stroke again.
Oh, I thought it was he was getting a phone call and answering it without muting. But then again, he also answered in English, which is unlikely, given where he is and who might be calling. So, maybe not. Maybe he's trying to talk to us right now. So, everyone, we've time traveled. Isn't that interesting?
Indeed.
We've also...
And
Go ahead.
I'm wondering what we've changed.
Yeah...
But I'm also very excited to see what we've changed.
I'm really hoping this place still fell and everyone died, because if it didn't and they didn't, then we have drastically altered the timeline. To the point where we may as well be playing a whole new campaign with the old characters.
Let's see.
Like, the IHE might have never even been instated.
But yes, so. Hang on. Trying to close programs, see what that's causing problems.
Well. Because, yeah, if this, like, nation either didn't fall or its technology got out and, you know, set the new bar way back when, we're gonna go out there and it's probably gonna be, like, I don't know, World War I era tech, and given how slow things typically move, and, like, there's gonna be, like, a powerful super nation, and everything's gonna be, like, closer to more modern warfare. There's gonna be a bunch of Doros garrisons, and I doubt the cult's gonna be a problem. There's gonna be a whole new problem. Most of our families and everything we know are either gonna be complete completely different or non-existent. We're going to encounter like time travel duplicates of ourselves because we're from a whole other timeline and don't exist in this timeline as we are or at all, depending on how it works. Because we didn't get back to the futured and fade away, so that's one thing. It might be using, like, Dragon's Dogma timeline kind of deal. But we've crossed into another one.
Anyways.
Yeah. Guys, what if Purdue doesn't exist and Fortune is the only French fry left?
But her brother would still be there.
Would he? We've time traveled and he didn't come with us.
I mean, if you're still there, it stands to reason that your brother might be.
Yeah, but
anyways,
not this. So, we have encountered some odd magical phenomena. What do you mean magic? What's that? That's not magic. Phenomena, and this place is not recognizable to the one we left. Although it was this place, but also not. Perhaps a Shadowfell representation? I do not know.
The guy looks a bit confused, but he'll like, well, I don't notice. I've been here a couple days. I don't notice any Shadowfell around here.
But that was just a off-the-hand theory. Sorry. Question: what year is it?
Let's see. Sorry, give me a second. Gotta do some maths real quick.
Oh damn, William, you've got a calendar down? You'll have to tell me. I think there was a calendar macro in this somewhere.
Let's see. You guys started out in the year 329. So it would be about, well, it's about 332 of the Krezk Imperial calendar.
And now is that correct to where we're supposed to be?
Yeah.
Alright, that's the right year. So okay, good news everyone, we did not time travel yet. At all? I don't know. Okay, at this point, she might have to roll a deception because Fortune is trying to not reveal too much, but is also trying to communicate to the party.
I mean, he did just hear you say
ocean.
time travel.
Well, she's trying to play it off like that's a theory she has, but doesn't know if that's the case.
Okay.
Not
in the ocean.
Not in the ocean, but under it, yeah. I'm pretty sure if we were in the ocean, we'd be either crushed by the pressure or drowned. At least I'd be, I'm not sure. I see one of you got the Cloak of the Manta Ray.
I think I did it myself.
It's excellent craftsmanship as well.
Okay, now you have distracted me from what I was saying. Do you know where the nearest IAG presence is?
Oh, let's see. That would... As far as I know, it would be the... Let's see, let me grab the map.
The regular map or the edited map? Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, that being Gafia. Gafia?
Let's see. Well, the closest ones I can think of would be either the one in the capital of Disney or the capital of the Kresk Empire.
Well, Kresk Empire sounds the best. Well, Disney's okay. My brain mixed up Disney and Pustinia for a moment there. Oh, by the way, I remembered that thing I was gonna say like almost an hour ago, but forgot what it was. Sylvia and Elvish are based off of like Old Gaelic, so elves should be Irish and Scottish. Anyway, moving on. All right. Friend, I don't know. I guess we should. What are you doing here? We don't really know what's going on or much about what we are right now.
Well, this city was abandoned a few hundred years ago, right before a rather large cult attack.
So you.
So, recently there were. Recently I was given permission
By
to
something.
come here, and recently I was given permission to come here and start, excavating.
Well, that is quite auspicious timing. Well, we came here on an investigation ourselves, although for a different reason for the IAG. That I'm not sure if this is it or if it applies anymore.
I heard that the IAG was looking for something in the area, but wasn't sure what that was. I saw a couple of their boats up top. If you're up there.
That should be it, yes. Alright. Perhaps we should go outside and see if the people we came here with are still there and try and speak to them. Or, better yet, rifles in the bag. Goes for Lady Alice Sending Stone.
Yeah, it's there.
Or not Lady Alice Standing Stone, did we have? No, we had a telepathic link for that, which is the link still gone?
It was not with Alice.
No, it was with the people on the boat.
Yeah. I forget who exactly it was with.
William just has a mile-long list of NPCs that were deleted and or replaced by the time shift.
Check her items in her bag.
Did my mom still exist?
Well, here's the thing. One, does she still have her sword?
Yes.
Yeah. Two, does she still have the Sending Stone from Freedom?
Yes.
That is all she cared. Well, no, that's not all she cared about. She checked for her family's letters.
Yeah, they're in there.
Old past ones and shit like that. Like, making sure her village exists.
So, hey, how'd you get down here?
Let's see. Who was it that was up there? Was it Yemrez? I think it was Yemrez, yes, I think it was. No, it was one of the female ones.
One of the female animatons, yeah, I don't remember who. I think it was the one that Ghost didn't like because she didn't like. I forgot the casino, the vampire casino place.
Yeah.
Ah,
Moondrip.
yes. Yeah, yes. It was Shea de Listro. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Enemy of Moondrip.
I remember there was a moon in the name somewhere, but I don't remember what.
By the way, one of the other members of the other party had quite the interesting thought, and I was like, "Wow, if that would work, that would absolutely destroy Moondrift." Which was, he put holy water in a bowl of water elemental, trying to make a holy water element.
Sadly, it wouldn't work, but that's interesting.
Yeah. I was like, "Wow, if you had like 5 of those, that would just destroy Moondrift."
Now, question: control water.
That
Holy
would
water.
work on Moon. Yeah, that would work on holy water.
Well, here. I could do one better. The positive and negative energy planes count as elemental planes. You could conjure life elementals. That would basically shed
Jesus.
sunlight.
Brings whole new definition to the term, shedding some light on the
Yeah.
Oh my
ish.
god. Just using the ceremony spell to get all the water elements.
There you go. Now you're using your noggin.
Anyways. When you ask him how he gets down here, he said, "Oh, yeah, the Tritons brought me here. I'm part of the joint expedition here."
So there's more people. There's more people up there. So there's more people up in the place up there.
Yeah, there's a few going out and about the city. There's a few more in the temple here as well.
Ah. That was nice to have company then.
Hi. It's interesting to see what the city that almost destroyed our alliance was like.
I'm going to ask you more about that here in a moment. Well, you know what? No, how about now? What happened?
How about now?
Tell me the story.
Oh, well, a while ago, the Tritons, us and the Tritons made a pact, because of both of our people fight off extra planars from different planes, yeah, but still, they wanted our mechanical expertise. We needed their expertise in getting from one plane to another, as well as knowledge of various other. And yeah, this city and a couple others were testing grounds for that sort of thing. And had this city been destroyed while had the tragedy, or had the people not evacuated from here, but the cult arrived and everyone died, that probably would have been the end of it.
Okay, so what I'm hearing, so I'm eating. We've accidentally preserved the Dwarven Triton Alliance.
That is an assumption you can make, but yeah.
Is
Or
the
that. No, go ahead.
Is the alliance still ongoing, or did it collapse from other factors?
Oh no, it's still going.
Okay.
In fact, we've actually got one of the Firebeards in our group.
Okay, so if I remember right, Firebeards
Fortune,
were extinct.
yes,
The what wolves?
you remember, Fortune, that they that family died out like 200 years ago in your time.
And the Alliance was not there as well in our time.
Yeah, they were both like fiercely isolationist at that time.
Oh, okay. So the Firebeards still exist. That's good and terrifying news at once at the same time.
He looks like kind of confused because he sees like all of your things, like all of the symbols of the Steel Veins clans on your.
She's still in the. Actually, she's probably dropped it by now because this probably cost her concentration. This whole ordeal. But
Yeah, he looks at you and he's like, "Oh, you're part of the Steel Veins clan. How do you not know about the Firebeards?"
It's a very long story.
I figured you'd know one of the noble clans when you heard it.
Oh, I suspected as much.
Excuse, sir, but I don't know much about dwarves. What are the Firebeards?
One of the most affluent tinkerer clans.
I'm asking her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, the
Damn.
Firebeards.
God damn. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
Woman
they're
speak,
one of.
woman.
They're one of the 4 noble clans of Sigil.
Fortune doing
Yeah.
math in her head after hearing one of the 4 noble clans of Siagog.
Yeah, there were only 3 when last year, remember?
Yeah. Well,
Oh no, there were. Oh wait, no. Yeah, because Steel Veins were in the process of becoming a.
Yeah. So it's like, oh shit. Either the Smelt Shoulders never got their spot from the downing of the Firebeards, or
The fool?
No, the Steel Veins weren't nobles yet by the time.
I know I'm saying either the Smelt Shoulders never came to power, or the Steel Veins. I don't know. I was making a bit.
Well,
there.
we shall find out. So there's
Steel Veins
4.
aren't nobles yet.
But
Who else?
Well, there's the. Give me a second as I, out of character, try to remember what the fucking thing. There's the gold
Smelt
branches,
Shoulders,
there's.
and the Warmalls.
There's the gold branch. Yeah. There's the Warmalls, the 4 dwarven clans or noble clans are the Smelt Shoulders, the Warmalls, the Firebeards, and the gold branches. He'll actually bow down to you, Fortune, as he says, the Steel Veins are in the process of becoming one of the noble clans.
Yeah, good. That's
Should
still
be.
happening.
He looks confused
Again,
as you say this.
strange phenomena happening right now.
Are you all right? Have you been hit by a confusion spell or something like that?
She's
I
been through.
hope so.
She's been through the Ficklinger. Don't worry about her. She's like this normally. Maybe have a few drinks or something.
Not going to drink right now. Now is not a happy time.
I'm saying you are after this after a drink, not using a drink. Yeah, man.
Damien acting weird to the rest of you.
You mean more than usual?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's up at Awen, just elbow her a little bit. Is Damien acting weird to you? His flesh.
You mean more than usual?
Yeah.
Not really. I think
Well, someone took my chest from me. I'm
See.
still a bit bitter about that.
You have it.
See.
It's in your hands.
Yeah.
Yes.
You still took it though.
Fair.
Plus, I think he was trying to just hand wave her questions. After all, if someone else who doesn't know asks the questions, it makes more sense.
Well,
But do all of you?
Yeah,
I don't
sure.
know how you got here or anything like that. But I was actually just about to make a break for tea. If all of you want any.
Magical mishaps.
tea sounds wonderful.
What kind of tea?
I
What
mean,
kind of tea?
I like how I'm the one who explained like how we got magical mishaps. I mean, that kind of shit happens all the time.
I was thinking of trying some of that green tea from Disney today.
Luckily, the helmet is still
Sounds
on.
disgusting. Let's try.
Luckily, the helmet is on, so he does
You
not
can't-
see Fortune's face actively scrunch.
You can't call someone. You can't call someone's food disgusting and then just say, "Hey, let me try it out." It's rude.
Hey, it's a man thing.
Alright, whatever.
The dude bros, that sounds absolutely this is absolutely vile. You have to try it.
Like, she looked at him with the really? The audacity.
It's like the
look.
that's like the Seinfeld bit of, man, this pen smells terrible. Why do I keep smelling it?
Exactly.
Oh no, I get it. But
It's-
Awen's looking like
Ooh, that was unique.
okay, you know what? Not worth the argument. And just like alright. Not worth wasting my breath.
Don't worry, one day Nigel won't notice bad smells anymore as the sulfur burns away his sense of smell. Anyway. He sounds wonderful. It really does.
Alright. So how do we get out of here? How do we get out of here?
I assume the same way we... That's actually a good question.
First, the tea, since we've insisted.
I
Then
should...
we can ask.
Yes, our gracious host likely knows the way out, and that would be helpful.
Unfortunately, my jug is still set to water, so
Mine isn't. I can help. But, well, that's... I am Fortune of Clan Steelveins.
Well, I think I've heard of you before. Let's see. And yeah, with a nat 20 in history.
Oh no. Oh no.
like,
Yeah, he rolled a history check to see if he could remember fortune on this.
is my window being slow? Because I don't see any roll.
It was
He
2
rolled it in
GM.
with-
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he rolled it with
Okay, got it.
So what? Justified nat 20s. Hey, you never know. This could be a fuck nat 20. Come on. Oh no.
I've always
Oh, right.
I've always
I've heard,
I didn't
I've
have
heard of you
it
before.
justified.
Oh yeah, I've heard of you before. You aren't you Durnan? Not Durnan. Yeah, Durnan. What's his name, Durnan?
Okay, so do you mean...
It's a new timeline. You can make up the
there's
name.
Craigsaw, Durnan, and Dal... And, oh god.
Craigsaw.
Yeah, and then there's, Wow, my brain is locking up so fucking bad right now. Dalric.
Durnan is the brother, yeah.
No, I was almost saying Dalric, but no, that's the mayor from the Rontail. No, Rain. D-name lad, who I'm desperately looking for my notes.
Dalkir?
Thank you, Dalkir Steelveins, older brother to Craigsaw Steelveins. Bear Totem Barbarian, lots of con, tankiest tank boy, Dwarven Traditionalist. Moving on.
See, and yeah, the dwarf is like, "Oh, yeah, I've heard of you. You're Craigsaw's go, are you?"
Ah, that is correct.
He like nods. He's like, I heard good things about you, girl."
That's rare and odd. As far as I remember, I'm quite the point of contention. Um,
Yeah, he'll say, let's see.
and then she takes off the
Yeah,
helmet, and he's like, "Yeah, not watching Steelix."
as he just goes, I don't really care about the form, only the function. If you do the work, then you're good.
Fair enough. So,
After all, from what I hear, Tritons are just extraplanar elves. And dwarves normally hate both of those things.
you know, that is true.
Like, just the long pause of, like, the finger held up, the mouth open, finger curls back into a fist. That's true.
Yep, exactly. Realizing, how did that go down? I guess the Tritons just didn't cause trouble early on, and they're too fishy for the dwarves to suspect them of being elves.
But aye, there's a ferry from here to the surface about once a week. It should happen. He like digs through like a pile of stuff, dirty clothes, manuscripts, books,
Oh shit,
a
yesterday!
bedroll, a bedroll. It'll be here in 2 days.
Oh, 2 days in the dusty crypt. Just surprisingly something I'm used to. Well, I have a
He
few
comes over
stone
here.
calls to make.
Yeah, he comes over here, like stokes the fire to get like nice and toasty.
Wait, fire underground?
Let's see. Yeah,
Where's the smoke?
it's
vent?
big. It's like the same that it's like the smokeless stuff that the smelt shoulders.
I'm trying to think, like, yeah.
Plus this is a huge ass area. There's plenty of room for the smoke to go.
Oh, it would still build up over time. After like the first couple of hours, this room would be hazy and horrible.
And then
Yeah.
it's also a big old hole in the side.
Anyways,
Wait. Yeah, shouldn't this be flooded?
not as far as you're aware.
Okay.
I mean, the hole was also there before this.
Yeah, it was occurring to me that, like, doesn't the hole just lead to outside where the water is?
We don't know where we are, though, do we?
No, I was thinking that might just be an oversight.
But yeah, like that is an interesting point, Freaky. Like dwarves live underground and they have forges. Like how do they just not die of smoke inhalation all the time?
That's where the poison immunity comes from. They're used to toxic
Resistance.
spent air. Yeah. But Honestly, I don't know. I assumed they'd used, like, volcanic vents or something.
Which would be even more toxic than regular fire.
Exactly! I never said it was a good idea. But,
But yeah, he just like stokes the fire a little bit, bringing the tea to a boil. But so when were you motherfuckers gonna tell me that there's why people eat tea in hot water? What do you mean? Oh yeah, I thought it just sped up the teification process. I didn't think it was an. Are you telling me that you just put tea or tea leaves in cold water? Yeah. Just that whole ass conversation, just to culminate into none of you own a fucking kettle.
I miss my kettle. I had a copper one.
Copper. You'll never catch me alive, copper.
Yeah.
Clang.
But, yeah, now I have to heat up my water in, like, a pan. Which, it works, but... And I miss the kettle.
Anyways.
So
yeah, the guy, like, he's very clearly never actually made this type of tea before.
Does Fortune know how with their cook's utensils?
Roy cooks you with intelligence.
Can do. Yes.
She's probably like seen and heard and learned, but I don't know if she would have ever actually made it herself.
I like to
because
think
I'm gonna guess it's not her style.
I like it. She doesn't like it. Is the only canon for Mission List. I like to think she tried it, didn't like it, then experimented with it a bunch of times to try and figure it out to make it good, and still failed.
Yeah.
So she's intimately aware. Quite against her will. You've never done this before, have you?
Not really, no.
Alright, here, I'll show
Not
you.
this kind of tea, anyways.
I'll show you. It's a bit of an involved process. Does he have like a whole set for it, or is he trying to do it with normal tea making stuff?
At the moment, he seems to just be doing it with, like, trying to do it with normal tea making stuff.
Alright, also, okay, you need special tools. Here, give me a moment. And she's gonna pull out and, like, alter the tool set into the cook's utensils and get, like, the proper, like, tea set with the actual, like, bamboo wood grinders and shit. Or not grinders, it's like a weird whisk-like thing. You gotta aerate it.
Yeah.
Getting all that out. Okay. So it's, that then... Yes, like this. I wish I didn't know how to do this. I really do.
I don't know why that's so funny. Just I kind of wish I really didn't know how to do this.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Fortune's just gonna just pour the tea for everyone who wants it. And then she like pours one cup that looks like it's for herself. She did not pour Nigel a cup of tea yet. And then just Oh, you said you were an archaeologist. Do you have any published works or anything? Or is this an early project?
Oh, yeah, I got a couple. The name's Logan Colby.
Lubin what?
Let's see.
Connection's being super weird. Colbeard.
Logan Colby.
Colbeard. She recognizes.
You coming over here, girlie? And big guy.
I think they just not moving their tokens, not realizing.
I have lost where we are. I was in the middle of trying to do something. Where are we?
You are over here.
Hey, Dale.
Oh, I just didn't move the token. I'm sorry. I'm with everyone. I just didn't.
Oh, sorry. Do a history check, Ricky.
Yeah, shit. Oh god, is my history proficiency now moot? That's a great question. Don't worry, Jergal will tell me everything I need to know.
Calling daddy.
Oh yeah, no, I said Jergal. Not mystical mantis daddy.
Yeah, Freaky. You would actually recognize that name, as like one of the archaeologists to Burhum.
You worked with the Lost Undercity of Berhulm, didn't you?
Aye. I was kind of sad to be taken away from that, but it's interesting to see where. And this place is definitely interested in getting first crack at it. Is probably gonna give me some good papers.
I think we met for a short time, in passing. It was we were the party escorted by two of the monolith guards, Thulvian and Ovena. We
Oh,
worked
you
with,
know Avena.
yes, we worked with Bornette.
Baronet, yes. That man was. That man has some bad dreams about that place.
I would imagine so. I still do now and again. The Do you have any idea what made that hole, by the way? As Fortune just sort of got distracted staring outside the hole.
Well, that was one of the first things I looked at.
Does he
From what
turn,
I see, there.
Does he turn to look
Okay.
at the hole?
Yeah.
Nigel gets like a tap on his side, his hand at the green tea. Fortune just plays dumb. Go on now.
As a joke, one year I bought a coworker non-alcoholic whiskey for their birthday.
Just to see if you could placebo them.
No. I told them, I showed them it was a gag gift, and it's a joke because I keep joking about how they're an alcoholic, and my like the one thing I point out the most is the fact that they once spent on a single shopping trip like $300 on food and $600 on alcohol.
What?
Yeah, them and their roommate on a single shopping trip once bought $300 worth of food and $600 worth of alcohol.
That's $900 on a shopping trip.
Yeah, I hope it was worth it. But anyways, yeah, he was the chef de cuisine at the place. So at the place I worked, and the way it goes is like there's the chef de cuisine, the sous chef, and the chef de partie. So he was the third guy in charge, and I brought it in on my day off, and the chef de cuisine was like, you know what, let's all try this. So he poured a shot for himself, the sous chef, and the de partie, who I got the gift for, and he poured one for me. And like the instant I was holding it up, like cheers, and the instant he turned around, I like flicked my wrist and like just shot it out of the shot glass.
Oh yeah, the splash, the throw it away. Yeah, that bit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it was not good from what I hear.
I would imagine not. wood water, more or less, at that point. But,
And yeah, apparently they would just give a shot to every new person as a quote unquote initiation ceremony.
you gotta drink the smoky wood water.
Until several people got fired for drinking on the job.
I thought it was non-alcoholic.
No, we had a pool table outside in the restaurant, and a bunch of people one slow day just went out there and started playing pool, and then the bartenders gave them drinks.
Oh, I see.
So several people got fired for drinking on the job. Well, it's non-alcoholic, but not everyone's gonna know that. So to be on the safe side, we'll just get rid of it.
Fair enough.
Which understandable.
But so yeah, he was investigating the hole.
Yeah, he's like, I went over there to look, but there was a really big door about half a mile in that I couldn't open.
In through the hole?
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I'm sure you'll have questions. I don't know what to talk about right now, and my head is swimming through a few things. Drowning, even.
Probably a few, but let's just drink some tea first.
Yes.
As he like sips some of the tea and very notably grimaces.
Yes, that's my reaction. It's almost like a cross between just a leaf off of a tree and piss. It's the smell of piss.
Well, it's already made, so you see as he just downs it and the rest in like a single gulp and just gives like a shudder and grimaces.
You know, Fortune made it so it's burning hot, by the way.
Fortune hearing that description, like tea things, like it's the smell of the like.
Awen, who had some in her mouth.
She didn't sip it yet. Because here's the thing.
Oh, I see.
I have honey for sweetener. If you want more.
Damien likes the green tea.
My experience sweetening it makes it worse.
Okay, I don't know why it went to GM. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. I went to GM, so. But it's a nat 1.
Yeah, on deception, as Damien tries to feign disgust.
Of course you would like it, Damien. No.
What? No, I don't like it.
You are so consistently wrong. Of course you like it.
Perfect. But
okay, well, bottoms up. Takes.
Nigel
does the same thing. Takes the whole gulp thing. Not even trying to hide the.
No, you all worked at Disney before, have you? Nigel's just drinking it.
Does
Don't be a jerk.
Does Awen like it or not?
I'm pretty sure he doesn't. That's the description of.
Well,
smells like. What was it? Smells like piss, or
it tastes somewhere between a leaf fresh off a tree and piss.
At least to Fortune.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nigel's just drinking it, just like What are you talking about? This looks great. It's a good cup of tea.
She's probably
Clean
never
grass.
had it, so.
Clean, grassy, flowery, vegetal, and earthy.
Yep.
Apparently is how it's described.
I've had it.
I've never had
Oh.
green tea, so.
I have. It's
Oh,
bearable.
Well, it's not my taste, but it tastes like something my mom would really like.
I remember.
Maybe.
It's not really your cup of tea, huh?
Exactly.
That's actually funny.
I remember when me and the boys.
Oh, it's funny.
Insisting that you're usually not funny.
Damn.
I'm always funny.
I remember when me and the boys were on extended work in Disney. I want you to imagine me, just like, this position, he like gets on his knees.
Do I have to?
Just in a row. He's like sitting on his knees.
That's what she said. Imagine me sitting on my knees. Do I have?
Like, this pose, the building was like a wood frame of paper. The flimsiest thing I ever did see. And we had to, like, sit like that or the locals would give us a stink eye. It was just every single night, like 3 times a day, just this tea. You got it, like, so close, Fortune, by the way. This is... Like, there was a really old guy that everyone said was, like, made the best tea. This is pretty close. But, it's a wild place. Just, things get so weird there. They got their own, like, weird dragons, too. They're, like, snaky. They got, like, antlers. Or maybe it was a koala, I don't know. If no one stops him, Nigel will then go on just a long, drawn-out series of just kind of half-boring nothing stories.
Look, like no one's gonna stop him until it gets like a little longer.
Yeah. It's...
Nigel?
Hmm?
Nigel?
Yeah. What's
I
up?
think you lost the point from your originals.
Oh, right, good tea. I'm surprised none of you like it. I think I always preferred to black tea. Nah.
I don't know. I think I need a second opinion. Fill me off.
I'm not in love with it, but it does make me think of my mom. At least that's got it going for it.
The
Oh,
archaeologist.
and I like tomato.
If it's a thing, it could be eaten. I just saw that right now.
If I can put it in my mouth and swallow it and not die instantly, it is good. Damien Weiss.
It is food.
Thrills. But,
You see, now when women do that, we get arrested and he has to go to the hospital.
well, if you didn't bite, everything would be fine.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm glad you got that.
Learn to stop biting.
God.
But, so, you said...
Go on.
You said the Alliance is still going on. Fortune, show them your works. Do you mean? Yeah, your trench gun. Oh, okay. She like reaches into the bag of holding and just starts pulling out the trench gun. Oh, you recognize these? Are these commonplace ones of these quality? As putting together.
I heard that the steel veins have been trying to, make those, or been making those recently.
Right. What's going on with the Black Sands as of late? Any news on that front? The hoe.
Let's see. Don't really know much of what's up with them ever since the Steel Veins started making their own black powder.
I'm sorry, something ever since the Steel Veins started making their own powder?
I haven't heard much about. I don't really know much about them ever since the Steel Veins started making their own black powder.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I learned something. The compound that Fortune would make is called gun cotton. So it's a weird cotton, which is interesting. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a sort of brown powder. But,
The more you know.
Yeah. Or it's, or no, hers is the Mortal one, the TNT based, so yeah, it is the brown powder. It's the TNT based one. So it's brown powder. But alright, so yeah, everything's pretty much the same on there. How are things with the Drow in is the Kresk Empire or Foveros? Is Foveros?
It was Foveros, yeah.
How are things with the Drow and Foveros?
Let's see.
Yeah, because that alliance still there. Nigel's testing the waters for, like, has everything become more technologically advanced? Has the power dynamic of the world shifted?
I was Felsiget, not Foveros.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the one that...
Yeah, Foveros was the city.
Yeah, the one that borders Pice.
Yes, Felsiget. As he says, let me roll a history check on that. I'm not really certain about them, or about the Civil War happening, but not. I heard that's been over for a little while as well. Not really sure what happened to anyone afterwards.
No, I'm sure you've put together already. You're a smart man. We're trying to get certain pieces of information here, but can't really ask without playing our hand. I'm sure you've caught on that we suspect time travel.
But it's just sitting and stretching after walking for a bit. Yeah. Either that, or you've been hit in the head or something.
It would all have to have been hit in the head uniformly at the same time in the same places. So, and had the same delusional dream. So, unfortunately. Now, it could have simply been some sort of projection brought on by psionic forces in the area as we were combating something of that nature recently. But, I was mostly wanting to ask about the Doros Garrison incident in Gelfira.
Which one?
There were multiple.
Oh, wait, what do you mean by incident?
How is Gelfira doing right now?
Let's see.
Everything smooth and dandy, or is it a smoking ruin, or...
That's fun from what I've heard.
Interesting. Nigel
when you said the Dolos Garrison, I was asking which garrison.
Interesting information. Alright. Fortune has now gotten very quiet, very tense, and very still as Nigel takes this all in stride.
Does the Legia opposing know about those Garrison?
Oh, if there's multiple, yes. Interesting.
Aye, there's 3 of them.
May I ask who?
There's one owned by the Dwarves, one owned by the Tritons, and one with that they both grew. One of them's just kind of patrolling the ocean. The other 2 have been in the water plane for last 100 years.
Interesting. It's good to hear Gelfira's doing fine. They've had it rough, as far as I know, the last while. How do I put this? Has there been any activity from the cult of elemental evil in the last few years?
Oh, aye, they've been kicking up a lot of fuss. They assault elementals in lava, attempted invasion of Gafira, the attempted destruction of Pisces' capital.
Noted. That invasion of Gelfira, what do you know what stopped it, how it went? Did they utilize anything interesting?
From what I understand, they had tried to. Let's see. Let me make another history check. Okay. From what I understand, it was mostly an air invasion. They had a couple dozen airships just fly over the place as they dropped explosives on it.
But it's the London bombs. Well, I do believe that they are getting a bit more prevalent these days. They almost hit us this time. Oh, indeed. More tea.
Keep calm and carry on.
Exactly. Shift up a lip, keep calm, carry on. But,
Keep calm and sip tea.
Exactly.
The funniest thing to me is that there are reports of housewives who actually enjoyed the London Blitz because A, they didn't have to keep up on chores because things were getting destroyed anyways, and B, being in the shelters let them their neighbors.
Let them what, their neighbors?
Let them reconnect with their neighbors.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I haven't talked to you in a while because I've been so busy, but now that everything's destroyed, I don't have to worry about that. How are you?
Exactly. But, how about, the Nels Confederacy? Is it still in union
Damien,
with us?
roll a sleight of hand check, please. Or a stealth.
Let's see.
You taste the blood.
So, stealth or sleight of hand? Both are 2. Let's see.
Either or.
Makes you feel like that.
That's a 4.
Way too distracted.
Anyone who cares to pay attention would notice Damien just open his chest, kind of look into the thing. The archaeologist guy notices, but he has no idea what the fuck you're doing, so and he watches as anyone who's there, just who cares to notice, would just watch as Damien very somewhat obviously as kind of almost the finger walk across the the edge of the chest, just very quickly dip his fingers in and just put them to his mouth.
Nigel will try to stop him, but I don't know if he does this lightning fast and just doesn't listen. So how are things in the Confederacy of Nels? Is it Damien? Don't put that in your mouth.
He
Hmm?
was too busy off to the side to even have looked, but then kind of like half looked behind her when she heard.
Yeah. The only
Don't
reason.
put that in your mouth.
Yeah. The only reason Nigel knows is because he's like sitting hunched forward, facing the guy in his seat, which would put him, right in the cone of vision. Of Damien.
So let me ask Damien. Does Damien just dip it in and stick his fingers in his mouth? Does he just like dip his fingers in and try to like very slowly bring it? Does he listen
That
to
toddler
Nigel
thing.
when he says?
So when he dips his fingers in, and the moment that Nigel calls is when he turns around, but he already he has his pinky in, pulls it out, gets called, and then but there's already on a motion forward to just putting it in his mouth to give it a taste. Currently, he looks like Dr. Evil with the pinky in his mouth.
The tongue is just slowly moving towards the finger. Nope.
So like as you're looking at Nigel and you're like, what? Are you actively like tasting the blood at the moment? Like, have you already put it in?
Just a slight yes.
Okay. Damien.
Charisma save.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yes, can you please roll me a charisma saving
I
throw?
can't believe Damien's blood turned to water.
You like this tastes like a mixture of blood and salt water.
So salty blood.
Ah, wonderful. Aha! It's the only thing I've saved. I've rolled horribly on everything else, but this. This is what I saved on.
Very specifically, it tastes like ocean water. Not just salt water. It's like ocean water is very different.
Fish
It's
feces
just regular salt one. But yeah, Damien, you feel like as you're tasting it, like you feel your blood pulse. Your blood feels warm. And yeah, like you're tasting it, and like as you make the save, you almost involuntarily immediately spit it out.
Something you just wholly rejected it.
Or you think you spit it out. It's also entirely possible the blood just leapt out on its own.
Oh, that's salty. Oh. Ah.
Damien.
What's that?
It's a long, stupid story. Damien, no putting alchemical, mystical reagents in your mouth that we have not identified at any point, please.
Well, it's at this point. I gotta wash off my meat then, because that tastes horrible.
We'll worry about that later. For now...
Is that a body in that chest?
Yes, it's a long story. We found it preserved deep in a tomb somewhere. It's not rotting, and it's constantly flowing, and it's a long story. Bringing it back to the IIG for analysis.
Alright, I'm just an archaeologist. I'm not gonna ask questions. You said you need some of that. I have the spell identify. If I can cast it for you.
It's
too many questions. It'll be the thing that we go identify.
We try. Fortune just like, that was the first thing that I tried. It didn't really work well. All I really got was it was some sort of advanced mystical alchemical substance, similar to like a transmutation wizard storm. So if you identify,
do a deception check.
Yeah. Well, she's help actioning Nigel, So Nigel will probably have to do it. Which is not
Probably,
good
yeah.
because he has a -1. 17!
Let's see.
And she's a little too far away to nudge him for the thing, so...
The guy got a 12. So yeah, he just like nods his head and he says, "Oh, well, that's rather interesting." The
It's very transmutationist, I know that.
and where did you find this ingredient, or is that the blood thing that you're?
It's the blood thing that he is tasting, or trying to taste, which I really wish he would not try to put things in his mouth when we don't know what they are. But, yes, we got it during a Shadowfell expedition.
All right, that's interesting.
Indeed. Well, if it is what we think it is, you know, that, I don't know, might be useful. We'll get paid. You know, if Damien starts to suddenly rapidly age and wither and die, then it might be what we think it is. Oh, terrifying thought that I believe wholly with all of my heart.
So the lesson that Damien learned: weird, don't ever tasting weird man blood because it tastes horrible.
Yeah.
I would ask why, but I already know the answer.
I'm so glad I didn't give Fortune deception proficiency. She's so good at talking to people, but not at lying. Although she's pretty good at lying, also, but...
It just works on occasion.
Yeah, it's her natural inclinations that give her what existing power of lying she has.
Avon was gonna go call Freedom to if they still ever met after making sure she sending stone. But now's not the time.
So this is an interesting mess. As Nigel said, we suspect time travel, and I don't really want to talk about what we think it is, because I don't know what effects that could have. Or if it even exists still. You said that you said the Galthira still stands, no?
As far as I'm aware,
She's gonna look for Fury's Ring of Spellstorm.
It's rather heavily damaged, but
I am so happy to hear that it is standing. That's what I am happy to hear.
and as you look for it, it's still there. You still have it.
Alright. That's still there. So... Excuse me a moment. I'm going to try calling Krexar.
All right.
She doesn't even go that far, just like right over here. People who try to listen and will probably hear the conversation. Calling Dad. I'm scared, come pick me up. Dink, dink. Ding, 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 ding. Does he answer?
Yes, he does. Probably a little drunk at the moment, but
Hi, girlie. How's it going? What you doing? What's got you calling me right now? Krexar? when was the last time you saw me? In person? Ah, that's a lot question. When was it?
That's up to you. When was the last time?
Well, it would have been during our, we had like an extended downtime in a town. I think it was in, the IAG headquarters town, which my brain is locking up on right now.
Foveros.
Yeah, where Fortune got a teleport to Siagog and spent time there.
Then yeah, that's when it would have been.
It would have been a couple of weeks ago when you came over from the IG headquarters. It was, when we had the drinking party where that small shorter guy, like, pissed himself. Okay, good. That is good to hear. How are the, there... You alright, Kelly?
1 second, I just heard my cat retching in the background.
Yep, I heard it too.
Low key, Avid's kind of horrified at them right now.
At what? Oh, the blood is moving to join the rest. Yes.
Ah. Oh, did I remind you to call Craig's dog when I said I was gonna call Freedom?
No, she's been planning it since she figured out that the timeline has been shifted, but...
Alright,
Sorry.
just curious.
Oh. You want to come back? I think you tasted so bad. Fine. Yeah, come in. Just like tips his chest to let the weird blood thing come back and join his crew.
The blood.
Alright. Hits the chest, spilling more of the blood.
You know,
Shit.
It's a good thing I didn't bring my blood sorcerer, because I would be so tempted for the very interesting interaction of, I'm gonna try and siphon the energy out of this blood and see what happens. And I could also use like the hemokinesis, so it's just like, yoink, I have it now.
I'll be honest, I forgot if I picked them up. Did I leave my rod in the past?
I
The rod of
I don't think so, no. Because we closed the doors.
No, because they used them here.
Yeah. Because you reclaimed them before we moved forward. Because I said
Okay,
you might... I specifically reminded you should probably go get your rods in case something happens.
Yeah. Alright, just want to make sure. I make sure I had both of them.
Yeah. But,
I cleaned it up on Mac.
oh, right, William's still picking up on it.
Yeah.
No, I cleaned it
that's
up. I'm
fine.
back.
Oh, welcome,
Oh.
welcome. So, how, okay, Krixar, I'm just going to be forward with you. I believe I may have time traveled and done damage to the time stream, and now I don't know what to do. I think the Firebeards are alive, and they weren't before. They were extinct, but now they're not. Golly, what?
I like the thought that she just keeps talking past the sending spell limit. And...
Well, it's the sending stone, so it just keeps going, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean? And now I don't know. Galfure has not been destroyed, and... The names, what is... Does all have a bunch of names of people who are alive now? Okay, Gally. What do you mean you believe you've time traveled? Well, we were dealing with an anomalous area for the IAG in, like, deep under the ocean, where we encountered
SCP Foundation, open up!
Oh, where we encountered an aberration, or some sort of powerful psionic force that made a bunch of masks that let us go back in time. And now we changed a bunch of things, and I don't know what's happening. And you said that Galthira was destroyed, and now it's back. Correct? Where we were?
He's taking this pretty well for being drunk, too.
He's still drunk, that's why he's taking it so well. Like, have you been... How long have you been drinking the work juice in the last few days? Have you been awake for more than 72 hours?
Again.
No, I slept last night. I just need to know if... Where was the last place I said I was going? Because Fortune did call Craigsaw before she went on this expedition, when we were on the boat, talking about where she is and what's happening.
Let's see.
During the trip.
Yes. You would have been told that, or you would be told by Cragsaw that, let's see, I'm actually gonna do something real quickly. Okay, he doesn't really remember. He remembers something about a snake and being on a boat, and then heading somewhere else for some reason. He's a little tipsy and just not focused at the moment, but it seems to be from what he said, it seems to be correct. Yeah.
All right. Wait a moment. Fortune's eyes just went wide. Wait a moment. She's gonna, like, go scamper back over. Or no, she took it with her. Mind. Puts her helmet back on. Shuts the earmuffs. False Hydra check.
Yeah, there's nothing there that you can see.
Okay. Takes the helmet back off. Sorry about that. Do you remember the false Hydra? The horrible... She wouldn't know what's called that. Do you remember the horrible, pale, many-headed monster with the faces I told you about?
Yeah. Try not to remember it, but...
Alright, so that did happen. I guess our expedition has been mostly the same? Okay. I will call you back. If... Could you try... Okay, I'm going to drop this contact. And try to contact me. I will say... Maishan! Maishan! Yeah? What's a good code word?
Code word.
Thunder Crash. Oh, okay. The code word is Thunder Crash. You'll say that, and I'm supposed to say if that is yes correct or not.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye. Waits a few seconds.
And yeah, you just hear him be like, Fortune,
Yes, right
Thunder
here.
Crash.
Okay, that is correct. So there's not time travel duplicates of me. That is good. That's all that I was checking. Has another fortune jumped on the line saying, What's happening?
No, not that you're aware of.
Okay. So I will call. I'm still getting all of this in order. I will call you back when I figured it out. And I heard the Firebeards are back or alive.
Yeah.
They weren't when I left. I'm going to try and figure some more out about that. I love you. Goodbye.
Right. Goodbye, Fortune. Make me proud.
Make me proud, Fortune. Okay. Okay, girlie, just, no more work, just... So anyway, Dalkia, you said you got a new medal. Anyway. What was going on over there? No, what are you guys doing while Fortune has this call?
Anyway, as you try to contact me, okay, pass the fuck out. Anyway, yeah, you contact Freedom, and he's like, yes, what do you need? What, how are you, Fortune? Or, how are you, Aeon?
How are you, Fortune?
Does he sound... Last time she called him, he was like in the bath fucking chilling. So I'm assuming, is he
That was
still...
also like 2 weeks ago.
No, but what I mean is like, is he relaxed sounding, or is he sounding like he might be doing something?
He sounds distracted.
You sound busy. Okay, and just making a quick call, because, I think we went into the past, and I just want to make sure you still exist, and we met, and, a little bit of stuff. Do you remember me calling about, the thing in the water, on the boat? Yeah, because he sounds like he's distracted, he might be busy, so she's just trying to make it quick.
Quit crying,
But-
Dave. I've got this.
Dave has stepped on it, and he's disarming it, and if he messes up, Dave dies.
That reminds me of a Wise Kids You Know bit, which is like the landmine victory. And it's like, be careful, Ariel. And like the supervisor doesn't have arms, and he's teaching the new guy how to like make the mines. He's like, all right, put the little timer down, set the pin, and release. And like every time he does it, it's like they flinch, hoping it's not gonna explode. And like the third time he does it, he's like, look, I don't know if I can do this. What do you mean you don't know if you can do this? Well, I don't know if I can do this. I don't want to risk blowing my... And then he like just goes all quiet, and he's like, and the supervisor's like, oh, you mean blow your arms off? Oh, like you assume I did? And he's like, well, yeah, you don't have arms. It wasn't the mine. How did that happen? He's like, polio. Actually. Fucking dick. Assuming I'm bad at my job.
Maybe you shouldn't be working at the landmine factory without arms, fucko.
And like the guy leaves, and the supervisor guy starts doing it with his teeth. And the first one immediately explodes.
Well, damn.
He died doing
Fair,
what
he
he
wasn't
loves.
wrong.
He blew his head off.
It's goddamn fun. I'm so sad that Trevor passed away. But goddamn, that Whitest Kids You Know was so goddamn fun.
Damn.
The gallon of PCP, how Abraham Lincoln actually died, business. Smoking weed with dinosaurs, the vacuum cleaner. The jerk Nazis.
I mean,
Yeah, the Nazis come back, but instead of coming after Jews, they come after jerks.
fair enough.
Anyway. But yeah, Awen, he as your, hi pretty baby. You good after throwing up earlier?
Oh,
Pretty
the baby.
The baby.
Cat just starts hacking again.
You better
Throws
not.
up in your hands.
Hey, come here. Okay,
I've
fine,
had that
fuck you.
before. I've had one of my cats run up to me, just kind of out of it, and just run up to me and throw up in my lap.
Hey daddy, check out what I can do.
Oh, see this cool neat trick?
Hey guys, wanna see a cool neat trick?
This one new trick. Dog people hate it. Anyway.
Vomits blood.
Jesus. But yeah, Awen, he seems a bit distracted as he yeah, I do. Let's, what about it? The group's getting in, near the area. Hasn't reported anything yet, but what do you need?
I just want to make sure we called. Okay, cool. And that you and I, we met at the gambling parlor, yeah?
He's like kind of confused. He's just like, yes.
You sound kind of confused. Okay, I'll say it again. We mess with time. I'm just reconfirming things. Okay.
Oh, right. My mind kind of blanked on that part. What do you mean you mess with time?
Well, we believe we went back in time because there's a clan live that shouldn't. So something like that.
That's
so,
Nazi talk, Awen.
You know. So just making sure things on my end are still good. Okay. I won't bother you now. I'll contact you at a later time, or feel free to contact me. Okay. Bye. Yeah, bye. Hey. Oh,
Who was that?
Out of default, she almost said "love you," but then stopped herself like right before you say it, like how you almost her mom.
Yeah.
And stopped herself right before she went.
I've done that before. Played it off like a champ, though. I was proud of myself.
My knee is painted.
But
But
go ahead.
yeah, no. Like I said, she was worried she was about to say like, okay. Because what do you say after the end of the conversation to close it off? Usually you say like, okay, thanks. Love you. Bye. And she only usually talks to her family on Sending Stone, so
Yeah.
that was her default ending until, like the whole. Okay, but bye. Just making sure. Thank you. Click. Well, obviously not click, but yeah.
Click. You just say click.
Click.
Click. No, true thing. I don't know how to end this message, so bye.
Fortune's gonna write to Duran with the far speak feature. With her
Yeah.
with her
Look at you
feature.
people and your far away talking abilities.
I know,
Meanwhile,
right?
me just sitting here,
I know.
sad that my meat is now covered in salt water.
No, my meat. But
In magical
You
salt
notice,
water. Fuck it.
as you look inside, you notice it's basically all jerky at the moment. Because it looks as though the blood has taken all moisture and nutrients from the rest of the stuff.
and nutrients, interesting.
Well, you probably wouldn't notice
It's-
the nutrients, but yeah, it looks like it's sucked out all the moisture from all the other things.
He takes one of the now jerky meat. I guess I'm gonna tell like a part of the
What are you
venison that they hunted before.
What are you doing?
Stop trying to die.
It's jerky now.
Damien.
It made my meat jerky.
Okay, actually, that actually is concerning. Fortune,
Yes.
it mummified the meat that was in the chest. Is that a bad sign?
What do
Are
we?
we giving it life?
That's. Don't touch it. Please don't touch it.
Just smacks the jerky out of Damien's hand to make him drop it back into the chest.
Just please
Okay.
close the chest and don't open it again.
You heard the Madam Tiefling.
You heard the what?
You heard the
Madam
Madam
Tiefling.
Tiefling.
I've learned to be disappointed. This thing now both taste bad and make my meat bad.
Well, on the plus
Fuck me.
side, well, trust me, I thought of it. So, I mean, when we get to the surface,
God damn it, Beta.
You're telling me.
when we get to the surface, we could always go hunting again. Be fun.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna wash this off first then.
Hey,
But
hey,
the future.
Damien. Maybe if you're lucky, we accidentally
Accidentally what?
create a new species of animal. You know, like just try to be enthusiastic about, like, hey, well, at least you go hunting again.
Yeah, Damien, try to breed platypus with deer.
Jesus.
Oh, what? Fine. Yeah, we'll go kill the biggest thing next. I'm hungry for some dragon.
Yeah, see, sure,
Bag-
sure. Yeah, but now since all the other foods inedible, you have just for it. Yeah. Right side.
All right, let's get this body back.
Okay.
Right, yeah, but you know, when everybody's ready.
Give me more of that green tea.
What?
Yeah, there's an amount left since neither the dwarf, since you and Nigel are pretty much the only one drinking it at this point.
That's the kettle.
One.
Wait. Touch the cleansing stone first. Your hand's freaking blood.
No, the blood comes off
Oh.
of his hands and joins the rest of it.
Okay, then never mind.
Probably feels really weird as it pulls itself all out of all the little nooks and crannies. Ugh.
Very.
Blood usually stains.
Yeah, just take the kettle and downs a bit of it, puts it back, and then just walks over here to A1 again.
But damn.
I'm ready.
Fortune's gonna try and contact Duran.
Yeah, and she's able to.
Duran, how are you doing? I've not spoken to you since, well, a little bit after you left. A lot has been happening. We may have damaged... We may have damaged the timeline. I don't know. You said you were getting involved with the Mr. Clergy and might be able to help us. Because, I would rather... So far this timeline appears better, but I think it would be better for everyone if we fixed it. Any ideas? I mean, has anything new or different happened in the last, like, what was it? 6 days or whatever? Since we got off the boat? Or...
Not really, no. He's mostly just gotten settled in.
Yeah.
His quarters at, like, the little demi-plane.
Yeah. Well, Cyrus, I am only just now settling in myself. I do not... I could speak to the headmaster. Perhaps he could... I can't remember the guy's title. Perhaps he could help you, although it is a rather grave crime to alter the timeline. Or, wait, never mind, I don't know if that one's true in the setting. But it is a rather grave circumstance to alter the timeline. I would recommend cataloging what changed, and I am not sure why even I believe this so suddenly. I am not going to ask too many questions, as it can be dangerous if I do. I don't remember if he still has his Arcana proficiency or not. I guess he would have lost got that from...
Did he get that from Rogue, or did he get that
he would have
from
had...
Warlock?
It's supposed to be he was on his way to Arcane Trickster Rogue by accident. So
then if he had it from Rogue, then he would still have it.
Yeah, because he was trying to become a wizard, but of course, being, garbage in the eyes of society kind of makes that difficult.
A little bit.
Yeah. So I would recommend try not to meddle further, and if you can find a way to safely undo anything you have done, perhaps doing so, although realistically you may simply have to become adjusted to this new timeline. Okay, Doran.
You're a real fucking help.
She's trying not to say that. I'll do what I can, and I will contact you again later, sooner than last time. And, Oh wait, she has to write this down. It occurs to me, like, she's writing, he's replying in words. I've been doing it backwards for some reason. Where it's as if she's replying in words and he's writing. Thank you, Doran. I will take that to heart and see what I can do. I was doing it backwards.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I understand what you meant, though.
Yeah, on Fortune's End, it's like that. I guess that notebook from Harry Potter, the one where you can write in it replies. Probably works exactly like that, I'd imagine. But Duran's just like hearing what she writes.
I try to pet you, but every time I do, you just run away. Well, not run away. Like she does this thing where, like, she like raises up on her back legs, puts her like front paws on my thigh, and like meows at me, and then I go to pet her, but she walks like 2 or 3 steps away, and then the instant I stop trying to pet her, she goes back to being like pressing against my like, you little fucker. What do you want from me?
She's trying to get you to follow her. That's
You have food. You have water.
It's that image where I showed you the two cats getting along. It's like, I love you. You know what? On the other hand,
on the other paw. But yeah, she just wants you to follow her. And the worst part is, if you do, she's probably just going to go somewhere in the house and then just sort of stop because she just wants you to pay attention to her there.
Yeah, like I stood up and now I'm following her. And okay, so I followed her. She walked like 5 steps to the door, which was already open. Stood there, looked at me, meowed, and then went out to her cat scratching post in the hallway.
Want you to watch her go there.
And the scratching post is one of the floor ones. It's like it's got a rectangular platform with the thing sticking out of the base. And she just really likes sitting on that base for some reason. I think it's because it's a square shape, so if I fits, I sits, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But like, she just went over there, and I don't fucking know. You any tiny weirdo.
She just wanted you to watch. Like, watch me go over here and
watch me during.
Look, human, you see where I am? This is where I am.
She didn't even scratch it, she just sat down.
I don't know. If she follows you back in, then she wants something else. If she doesn't, then she just wants you to know where she's going.
Now she's laying at my feet.
Oh, I don't... She just wants your attention. I've gotten pretty good at telling what cats want, but...
Anyways.
Pretty good at interpreting cat behavior.
So yes, everybody.
Well, guys, I think that's all the information we can gather from here for now. I guess, unless anyone else has any questions or anything.
Nothing relevant. Other than, Avon's going to kind of come over, just tell Fortune. Hey, Fortune, I just talked to Freedom, who, yay, I still know, and that, you know what weird monster incident still happened, because they're investigating that.
Right.
So that didn't change, and, I'll let you know if anything else happens. Don't know. I think we're in the clear, other the people that you said weren't supposed to be are. So, if I find anything, I'll let you know. Also, I'll keep Jimmy in check.
To put it bluntly, a lot of people who should be dead are alive now. Which, kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing.
Fortune, yeah, as you look in your book, you would notice that, like, there are names actively being removed from the book.
She's just gonna write a little message to Jergal. Not sure how this happened. Trying to fix it. Sorry.
There is no response.
There never is.
It's just her own thing she does.
Yeah. She just goes into the back of the book where the far scribe area is and just goes to, like, an empty part of that page, an empty page near there, and writes this. Because I assume everything written in the book Jergal knows.
That is an assumption you can make, yes.
I accidentally alive people. God damn it. That's over 72,000 names.
All that time wasted.
Damn it, that was a weekend for me.
It was not a weekend, that was like... was it, 3 weeks of just nose to the grindstone, both hands plus a mage hand writing at once. She had to have a treatment for carpal tunnel in both of her hands done.
Yeah, I was just making a joke though. That was my weekend. God damn it!
My wrist has not worked that hard since that really lonely period in my life.
Since my college days.
But, God damn it. Masturbation jokes. Perhaps we should head up to the IAG vessel. Everyone? You know if the Sahagin are still in the area, or are they cleared out?
Those were cleared out years ago.
Good to hear.
Okay.
Love the sound of that.
Wait. What about the shark thing? Is that
Shark thing?
The hunter sharks.
I mean, there's a few in the area, but I mean, there's a few in the area, but I'm not really sure what the.
So I'm assuming we have a way to get through that then?
Well, we could just kind of swim up. We should be fine. We're not exactly, a part of their normal diet.
Well, I figure we were trying to get back to the area where we left near the they still know where to pick us up. Did we still get the same ship? Did we still get the same crew?
We don't know. All we know is there's an IAG vessel above us right now, and that might be our ride.
Alright, well, I hope we start getting
I didn't hear there was an envoy coming, but just seeing you guys pop into existence was kind of weird.
Alright, so you heard that somebody was coming, there's not somebody already here.
Yeah, I heard that, like I said, I've been here a few days, and I heard that a group from the IAG was supposed to be showing up, but I didn't know.
Which I'm assuming is the group that was supposed to be investigating. Yeah.
Forge, maybe you should try calling Lady A. Alright? Of course, don't get out the sending stone to Lady Alice, which we probably should have done sooner.
And, well, I mean, to be fair, we're kind of freaking out if we fucked up the timeline, so.
Yeah. Think. Think.
Yeah, and when you do, there is an answer. Oh, yes. Hello, Fortune. Have you found what you were looking for?
May I ask what it was we were looking for, as there's been a bit of a magical disturbance, and it may not be what we originally thought.
Well, your group was there looking for clues for one of the elemental artifacts. You used that Ember of Knowledge in Pustinia, and there was some rather weird images from it that you got, from what I understand. I remember you trying to think about it, and I remember some of our casters trying to get a read on it with the Detect Thought spell, and they nearly had a stroke.
Okay, is that all? That's all correct, if I remember right?
No. Like when you did that, it was like incredibly clear. Like there was no confusion to what was going on, with the Ember of Knowledge. But from what she's saying, it was very weird, very confusing, very off-putting, to the point where when someone else tried to see what you saw, they nearly died of a stroke.
Oh, and Fortune still remembers what she saw, I assume.
Yes, Fortune still remembers just seeing the city at the bottom of the trench.
Okay, so, I know what's at the bottom. Is the IHE vessel that we came in on still above us right now? Because we're speaking.
It should be. There's no reason for it to have left
Okay, I was just making sure. We're
since
speaking.
you're still there.
We got here through odd means. We were currently here with an archaeologist who was investigating the area at the time, and he was telling us that he heard an envoy was coming, but he wasn't sure if they were here yet. We were just making sure before we make the trek all the way up to a ship that may or may not be there. I will explain more in a bit.
Very well. I'm looking forward to an explanation for this rather weird conduct of yours.
Or actually, we should probably explain it now, because I don't want to. If what I think might happens when we get on this ship, it would be better if you could call ahead and smooth that over. We have reason to believe we have time traveled, and may or may not have altered the course of events.
Explain.
So we were down here in the ruin, and it was much more ruined, like mostly collapsed and flooded. And we encountered a psionic Shadowfell elemental gestalt entity that used like masks as anchor points to bring us back in time. And well, I was trying to get everyone not to use them, and Flash got overexcited and he put his on, and we had to chase him to go and get him back before he damaged anything. And then we realized that the only way we could really get through to the thing we were searching for, that you sent us here for, yes, that one, was by traveling to that point in the past and then taking the mask off, which would bring us back, well, we presume, to our time. But it actually brought us to another point of time after the point we were at. And we retrieved the item, and then it just broke apart. Not the item, I guess the world around us, time, and now we are here. And I think that is the point that we changed the timeline.
I see. Well,
Galthia is around when it should be a smoking ruin, and there's an entire dwarven clan that was dead that is not now, by my measurements.
Well, the thought of the timeline being changed is rather surprising, and the fact that all of you survived, I assume you all survived, is rather surprising, as I have heard the horror stories.
It's not too late for those. I'm trying not to panic.
But, let's see.
I can't believe that Fortune is, like, married to one of the Firebeards in an arranged marriage that she doesn't know about.
But yeah, Alice will say, well, Fortune, as of right here, right now, I should congratulate you for being one of the only for being a part of the one of the three only successful time travels.
I don't want to be in this group.
Too was too damn bad.
To be fair, we were treading very carefully, trying to use any names, erase any, iconography or symbolism that shows groups we are a part of, that sort of thing. Maybe that helped?
It's entirely possible, or perhaps this entity smoothed things over.
Perhaps.
Are they still there?
Supposedly it dispersed and no longer exists as it was. Although I do not trust it.
Perhaps it destroyed itself to.
Go ahead.
Perhaps this entity's destruction is why your acted as a buffer against yours, or something of that nature. I'm not entirely certain. Time travel is ill understood and obscenely complicated.
Indeed. You think that's one thing that's really messing with me is have objects that I should not have if the events of this timeline went as they did. So that's something.
Such as?
What was his name? My brain's Fury. What's Fury's ring? Ring of spell storing? No, it's not Fury. It's sorry,
Cat, what are you doing?
I'm getting it right now. Why is it not written as his name there? God, my eyes are falling apart. Mayhem.
Mayhem.
Well, Mayhem from Galfira lent me a ring of spell storing before it was destroyed. And I doubt I would still have it if that mission went well. Because in my timeline, the only reason I still have it is because him and thousands of others were dead and I had nobody to return it to.
Let me see.
What a weird...
Cat, stop knocking shit over.
What's that? Those infernal rooms. Wait a second. I think they are.
You little fuck.
Or no, that's...
Oh, Jesus.
Where's my Barazad? The key. Where'd I put that?
Oh. Yeah, Alice is, seems to be looking through some papers, and she will say, yes, we actually did get, a request from him about that. Wondering, it seems though, sorry, give me a second. He was asking when he was going to get that returned to him.
Well, okay, that's good news. Well, next time I'm in Galfir, I can give it to him. So now I'm... I've asked Duran. He's gotten involved with the Mr. Clergy. Maybe they know something? Or can ask something? I don't know. But, I can return his ring. If that is needed. Although, is that smart? Has the ring I have been retroactively written into this timeline? Or he touches it, will it undo all of reality?
I'm not entirely certain, but it is his ring. So,
I'm saying, should we like hand it over to like some IG, chronologists to look at for things? Do we have time wizards? Chronologies in this, right?
yes,
Do we have any chronologists who could look at it? And maybe
we
us?
certainly do.
Am I decaying? Am I going to stop existing? Suddenly?
Fortune, the absolute nervous wreck.
Yeah. Because it occurs to us, maybe we are back to the future fading very slowly.
The other nervous wreck.
I have a troll is a play-in, and it's literally session. We had literally had session 2 earlier today, and I have a character that's kind of like Fortune,
Oh god.
in that he's a rogue. I use firearm. I'm trying to go like demolition specialist with him. But it's like, hello, my name is Alexander. I'm not really certain what I'm doing here, but it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. And every time I talk, like everyone just starts laughing. It's like, oh god, he sounds so sad.
He does. He sounds like a pimply teenager on his first day at work. Sorry,
Which is
it's my
weird
first
because
day.
which is weird because he's a very highly decorated, respected guardsman.
He's highly decorated for feats he's pulled off, but meanwhile he usually just sits in a workshop for a few hours and says, "There we go, I made this," and you pull right here, and it'll get done. And they do it, and they're just like, "Oh, good work, Alexander. Here's a medal."
Yeah, he was a part of a pirate raid where he set off an explosive and knocked out a bunch of pirates, so he was credited with the capture.
Oh god, and the Nigel folk hero background. Well,
So, King, one punch, just extremely lucky at the right place. Time.
Kind of. Like he does have the gunner, so like he was like the single best with guns among the guards of the town he was in.
It's just very timid.
Yes, he's just his first the literal first line in his descriptor was, Alexander is a fearful man.
It's what?
Like he's afraid. Alexander is a very fearful man.
Oh, welcome to the club. We have pancakes and diapers.
Yeah, but his sense of duty kind of outstrips his terror, because it's like, all right, I want to keep people safe because I know what it's like to be afraid, and I don't want anyone else to feel like that.
Even more fortune-like now. Well, you see, I have been clawing my way up to not being in absolute suffering and agony constantly. And now that I have that, I can't let everything die, or else it was for nothing.
Which I honestly did not actually think about that until, like, just now. But yeah.
What, that's Fortune's motivation, or what Alexander's motivation is?
No, like the fact that Fortune and like just how similar Alexander is to Fortune.
Fortune's infectious, an infectious character concept.
Yeah, because I didn't even think about that. But yeah, he's a rogue. I'll probably go rogue. Probably fighter. A little bit.
Yeah, just enough.
Get some of those battle maneuvers.
Yeah. But okay, everyone.
Anyways.
How about we get ready, go up to the ship, and I'm going to try and not listen to every single neuron of my brain that's screaming to curl up in that corner over there, cry and fall asleep, and then wake up, cry a little bit more, and then think.
Well, sometimes a good cry or bring out our emotions helps us out. After all, I once couldn't figure out one of the something in our home. I broke a few plates and vases and things, and then it brought a bit of clarity.
Can you not damage archaeological artifacts, please?
Oh, they were my plates. Things
Oh,
like that. I'm a professional.
you
Usually.
know, that used to be answer enough for me, but more recent events have, caused me to lose faith in that statement. Not particularly from you, just in general.
It's like the raised eyebrow.
The Family Guy. R.I. be a professional.
Damien's a professional.
He's a professional menace.
Yeah. It's literally like, you know, Orion was a professional. Skelly actually was professional. Damien's a professional.
Flush is a professional.
Yeah. Fortune doesn't.
We're all
trust
professional by our own words.
those. Yeah. Oh, I am waiting for people to be like, wait, this is Fortune. This is Prospect Adamantine Fortune. This sniveling little mass. I'm still waiting on a lot of that, where it's like people who've heard great things, but meet her and it's just like, oh, what the fuck is this?
And yeah, as you guys start to attempt to head out, deception.
Deception or perception?
In the session.
Oh, I see. Like I said, inception for a moment there. That would have been.
In the deception.
In the session.
Let's see. Give me a second, really quickly. Just double checking something.
We're at 13.
What?
5,000.
13,500.
Yep. Which is a really weird way for me to say that, but.
Go ahead and put yourselves up to 100.
140.
100 what?
Which means you guys get a level.
Does it? I'm not seeing the level.
Yep.
Oh,
140,000 is a level.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
guys. I can't believe it.
Oh.
Level 14.
Where I am, I was making a character. I was using the level 13 thing for my certain equipment. Now you gotta update me now. What the fuck?
You know, I never thought
It's still the same.
I never thought Fortune would make it to this level.
Oh, okay.
Gonna be honest.
Well, we gotta get along with first, so.
Yeah.
You thought she'd be dead by now?
Or just the campaign would have ended or something. I never planned for reaching this level. So it'd be... Cause yeah, it's... Oh yeah, I still remember my to-do list. Brag about Arcadia forever. Artificer 6, Undying Warlock 9, then Artificer the rest. Okay. So I should... So yeah, I'm supposed to be putting into Warlock now, I guess. But I put into Artificer recently. I guess I did that for Flash of Genius, so I go back to Warlock now? I guess.
It's entirely up to you.
Goodbye, people of the stream.